Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey. Here, let's see how to add a really awesome photo mode to your games. This is a package that is actually made by Unity themselves. They made it quite a few years ago, it's only on the GitHub, so I don't think a lot of people know this actually exists. Adding a photo mode to your games is something that is a pretty nice bonus, and if you can literally just drag and drop something, that is a real easy way to add a really nice feature that some players might really love. This one is really quite capable. Like I said, just drag and drop the prefab and that's it. You just enter photo mode, and then over here you can control all kinds of things, so you can set up the view roll, rotate in one way or the other. You can set up the view distance, put it closer or further away. You can set up the focus distance, something like this. Set up the aperture as well. Then you can play around the exposure, make it darker, make it quite a bit brighter. Play around the contrast as well. Play around the saturation a little bit. Even add some nice vignette on the corners. And even add a frame, so we can add all kinds of frames on the outside, like some kind of black bars. And at the end, you can even add some stickers. You can add a bunch of icons. Just move them around, rotate, apply them. And at the end, really just hide the UI. Position the camera exactly where you want. Just take a screenshot. And here we have a really nice custom screenshot taken from our game. So yeah, it's a pretty nice thing you can add to your games, and like I said, it is super easy. So let's see exactly how to do it. So you can just go onto the GitHub, there's a link in the description, and over here you can see an overview for the entire project. And like I said, this one was actually made quite a while ago, so all of these were updated 5 years ago, that's quite a while. But thankfully, most of it, let's say 90% of it, still works nowadays, so I'll show you how to upgrade this to make it work in 6.3. Then if you go over here under releases, technically you've got a Unity package. However, I would really suggest you grab the zip file instead, just because this Unity package, this one only contains the files. Whereas if you go here and you grab either the zip file or just clone this GitHub, if you do that, basically you get the entire project, which includes all the specific versions this needs to use. They're also mentioned down here, so it requires at least Unity 2020.3 LTS, and then importantly needs Cinemachine 2.6.5. This is actually pretty important because Cinemachine changed quite a lot between version 2 and version 3, so if you install version 3, you'll get a bunch of errors, so it needs to be using this version, input system, text mesh run, and so on. So that is why, basically, if you download zip or grab the entire thing, you'll get everything with all the correct versions. So as a start to understand how it works, I definitely recommend this, and then you can implement it into your own projects. So just go ahead and download this, then unpack this entire folder structure onto a folder. Then you just open that onto your Unity hub, and when you will see that this was made with version 2020.3. So for that, really just go ahead and upgrade this one. So in this case, I'm going to upgrade to 6.3 LTS. So really just go ahead and do the upgrade. And this will modify a few things, and it will actually say how there are a bunch of errors, but that's okay. Here I've got the package imported over here onto this project, so I've got the photo mode and I've got all these kinds of things. And importantly, over here on the console, there's actually a bunch of errors. So if I try to hit on play, nope, it does not work. So we need to fix these. And these are actually a little bit tricky. Now for me, I am not a graphics programmer. I've never really tried doing any kind of custom SRP and those kinds of things. When it comes to this, I don't know what is the current way to do some kind of blade pass. Over here, it really just says how this one is obsolete. It has been deprecated in favor of this other thing. I did a bunch of Googling and I found this thread over here on discussions. So talking about how the render target handle, how this one has been deprecated. It's now obsolete in favor of RT handle. And over here, this user, they wrote basically an upgrade guide. So essentially refactor this into this and do a bunch of these changes, then everything should be working. So over here, change this one from render target handle to RT handle. Do that for both those. Then over here for the initialization, instead of doing init, we do an alloc, kind of like this. Then over here, we've got a bunch more errors on these. For the temporary one, we cannot just grab the ID. We need to grab the shader property to ID, kind of like this. Then same thing for this one as well. And over here, we need to use a different function. So use this one inside Blitter. Then same thing for this one down here. And then up here for the source, we also need to modify that to RT handle. And then down here for the release. For this one, really the same thing, the shader property to ID, just like that. So yep, that solves these errors. However, like I'm going to say in a bit, this actually doesn't quite work. Like I said, I'm not a graphics programmer, so I don't exactly know what exactly is going wrong here. There's still a warning over here. I assume this is what is not being executed. But still, like I said, all the other features, those all still work great. So you can still use this package for all those other things, modifying the camera, taking the picture, and so on, just not for those custom effects. There's just one more error on this one, on the Blitz script, and over here, just replace that one with that one. There you go, now it works. So now just wait for it to compile, and it should have no more errors. And there we go, no more errors. Here we've got a nice readme. Yep, and now we can go inside this one, and we can go inside the scenes. And over here, let's grab this one. And there you go, this one just has a cube right down the middle, and it asks us to import the Text Mesh Pro Essentials. So let's do that. And then just like this, it's already working, so this demo scene, we can use it. Just press on play, and over here, press on P, and there you go. Now I'm in view mode, so I can do the view roll, the view distance. All of these work perfectly fine. Like I said, the only thing that doesn't work are the filters over here. So over here, technically, if we move on the right side, this should be modifying the screen. But again, that lit is not working, so this part doesn't work. But everything else, all of these, the vignette, saturation, and so on, all of these are working great. And of course, you want to apply this to your own projects, not just to this custom thing that just has a cube. So for that, you just load up your actual project. Here I've got the demo scene from the Polygon Ancient Empire pack. There's a link in the description if you want to get it. So now on this one, you just need to go onto the photo mode, and over here, go inside the prefabs and grab the photo mode. Really just drag this one over here onto your project. So here it is. Then importantly, in order for this to work, this one actually uses a Sin Machine. So over here on the main camera, you need to make sure this one actually has a Sin Machine brain. And you can add that automatically by just creating a normal camera. So just right click an empty space, go over here onto Sin Machine, and just add this one. Again, just to clarify one more time, this is using Sin Machine 2.x, which is quite different from 3.x. Those do not automatically upgrade from one to the other. So anyway, just do that. Just create a Sin Machine virtual camera. Make sure the main camera, this one over here, has a Sin Machine brain. And finally, over here on the photo mode, this one has a field for a player object. So just go ahead and drag something on there. So in this case, I really just place a character right here down the middle of the scene, and I just drag that one as my player object. Although, of course, dynamically in gameplay mode, you would possibly add this dynamically. So just as the game is playing, you just assign this reference over here. It is simply on the photo mode script, you've got the player object. This one is actually a private field, but you've got down here a function to set the player object. So really just call that one and that's it. And the photo mode script, this one actually has all kinds of settings, so you can play around these as you want. Importantly, you've got here the input actions. This is how you actually define what it actually enables or disables this. You can click on one of them in order to highlight the photo mode inputs. Then you can go and edit this asset. This one is using the input system. The default one for enabling is this action, the pause action. So it's either the select key on the gamepad or P on the keyboard. So really just with this, no need for anything else, really just hit on play. So here I've got the scene working, my player's somewhere down there, I just press on P, and there you go, it activates this camera. And now I can move the mouse and everything works, and then I've got all these kinds of effects, so I can play around these, and everything works quite nicely. So now you've got this, you can set it up as you want, then you can press on 2 in order to hide the UI, and then you can really just take a normal screenshot, just like you would take any other screenshot. If you don't know how to take a screenshot, I actually have a dedicated video all about that topic. So you just do that, take the screenshot, press on P again, and go back into regular gameplay. So you have this a really awesome package. As you can see, it's a completely free package, really just download it. And even though this was made over 5 years ago, it still works nowadays. Like I said, the filter is the only thing that doesn't work. But if you are a graphics programmer, maybe you can make it work. But still, even without any filters, even without any effects, this still works really great. You can let your players position things anywhere they want. They can take screenshots, which for some players, adding a photo mode is something that is really important. So if you can literally just drag and drop and add that feature that is super important to those players, that's really a win-win. Doesn't take you too much work, and those players will love it. So you have to check out the free GitHub with a link in the description, and go ahead and add this to your project. If you're looking for a step-by-step guide on how to make games, check out my free complete courses. For beginners, I've got my Kitchen Chaos course. It is 10 hours teaching you all about Unity game development. Or if you're preferring more technical path, check out my C# course. This one is 12 hours long and covers everything from the language, everything from beginner to intermediate to advanced. There's a free video on YouTube, and then there's a premium version with a bunch of awesome bonuses, like a companion project with actual interactive exercise for every lecture in the course you can learn by doing. And if you're already on the intermediate level and you want to take your skills to the next level, then check out my problem solving course. This one is focused on teaching you the most valuable skill of all. It's a very practical course with all kinds of exercises that you can do in order to gain tons of experience so you can gain this knowledge. This one also has a free version over here on YouTube and a premium version containing all the over 200 problems for you to solve in order to gain this really valuable skill. Check out all my free courses with the link in the description. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright, hope that's useful. Check out these videos to learn some more. Thanks to these awesome Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.